Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of my wonderful and juicy and beautiful little beans out there. I hope that you've all had a wonderful time wherever you are in the world. Now then, I want to put some light on the subject because what I'm trying to do, I'm either trying to do like videos like, to talk about different subjects and different topics. It's just something, that's in my mind to do anyway. So, and as you've all gathered by now, I like to have my say and I like to have a rant. But anyway, and then I'll just go back to whatever our definition of normal is. So we're just going to put a little bit of light on the subject, my little beautifuls. Oh, come on. Oh, we're having a disco, look. Having a party. Right, there we go. All juicy and delicious. Now then, right. There we go. Lovely jubbly. Now, it's still daylight, and guess what? We've had some sunshine. It's, there's not a lot of clouds out today, okay? So, of course, I'm feeling juicy and delicious. I am. Right now, then, there's a few things I wanted to say. I completely forgot to say, because you see what it is. I get something into my mind, and this is what happens. So I get something into my mind, yes? And then I forget the other things that I wanted to say. Okay, so what I want to say to you is there's somebody else who I missed out the other day on my video, and the gentleman, so I'm awfully sorry about that. He's called Alexander Mercuris. Now, he's, because he's part of the Duran, you see, right, on YouTube. So, but he's, he has his own separate platform as well, okay? So anyway, so I just thought I'd mentioned our dear and wonderful and juicy little Alexander, okay? But I'm ever so sorry, I completely forgot about that. But anyway, a very, very interesting and very intelligent gentleman, he is, okay? Now then, there was something else I wanted to say, because there's a few things that I want to discuss today. Now then, there is on YouTube, this is on YouTube, right? And it is called, and it came into my mind again today. Now, the last time I looked at this was how long ago now? Where are we now? 2022. Flipping forgetting what flipping year it is, right? Anyway, so I must have looked at it, it's got to be at least, I don't know. I think it was a couple of years ago when I looked at, I do not know why, it's just, for some reason, I was looking at something else on the YouTube, okay, on our delicious YouTube, and then I came across this video. Now then, so it is called, right, if you want to write it down, for any of you beautiful little lovelies out there, okay, all I'm just trying to do is just, give information out, okay, something I want you to look at. Please and thank you. Now then, it's called Thousands, right? So 1000, okay, then, thousands, yes, of rare classic cars left to rot. And then in brackets, it says scrappage scheme graveyard. And then in brackets again, 2018. Now then, wherever these cars are, I mean, when I watched it, I found this video very fascinating. I did. Because the reason why I'm saying it, right, is because something didn't sit right with my mind, like when we go back with, because they were desperate. And this is in the UK, this is, right? So I don't know where else it was happening in the world, I was only focusing, obviously, on, on the country where I live, okay? But they were desperate, right? So there is method in my madness, what I'm saying to you on this video today, all right? But it is, it's coming to evening time now, where I am in the UK. Anyway, so the governments were so desperate, our putrid flipping governments, right, to get individuals to give up their prized possessions, Now, some of these cars, I mean, we're talking like, stunning cars here, okay? I mean, please do not get me wrong. I mean, like anything, I mean, a car, it's a piece of metal, isn't it? Do you understand me? But anyway, let me get back to the point, the matter in hand. So, what this lad was doing on the video, right? Because the government was so desperate, they were even saying, oh, if you purchase a new car, then we'll give you £2,000, we'll give you £2,000, okay, towards your new car. But they were so desperate to get the other cars off individuals, weren't they? And I clocked it all. You see, way back then, I thought I smell like I said before, I mean, I love little rats, Well, I love all creatures, great and small, little animals, little birdies and that, right? But my point is, it's a figure of speech, it's the same, right? I smelt a rat. I thought, what are you so desperate for? And this was, going back, when it all started. Do you know what I mean? So anyway, getting back to this video now. Very interesting indeed. And that's the way it needs to be typed in. Thousands of rare classic cars left to rot. And then again, like I'm just going to repeat again, in brackets, scrappage scheme. Sorry, I'm all tongue-tied. Just rewind. Okay? Scrappage scheme graveyard, and in brackets again, 2018. So what this lad's doing, okay, what he's doing is he's filming it. And then it looks like, well, this is like a place out in the middle of nowhere. I mean, it looks a bit to me, I mean, it may not be, but it looks a bit to me like an old airfield or, something like that. And you should see these blooming cars. I mean, you're talking about cars that would be worth a very pretty penny. But then, another video, and actually, strangely enough, I haven't been able to find it, this other video. Do you know what I mean? I did look, but like I've said to you before, and I'll say it again, sometimes I can be very impatient, do you know what I mean? If I cannot find something, well, I just get frustrated, put my phone down and just leave it. But anyway, the point of the matter is that on the one video, right, so you're seeing a lot of these cars, yes? Then on another video, half of the cars are missing. Yes. But I knew something was telling me. It's telling me I just didn't trust it. And I never trust our putrid government. You've got to go on the YouTube videos, my little lovelies, for those of you who are interested in this, yes? To see what I'm saying to you. Please and thank you. Now then, I want to also talk about these blooming electric cars, right? So they're wanting, individuals to buy electric cars. Well, do you know what I mean? It's not like going to a petrol station, is it? And, where you can just go and fill up, or, there's a petrol station, I don't know, like every couple of miles or something like that. Do you know what I mean? Where you could just go and fill her up. Do you see what I mean? I mean, for a start off, you've got to find these blooming silly electric points. And then, not so long ago, what was happening was, on the motorways, there were crashes. Because all of a sudden, the blooming cars conked out, didn't they? Yes. So, call me speaking out of turn here, but, I would have a diesel car any day of the week. Do you know what I mean? Not one of these silly blooming Lego blooming Lego cars. Do you know what I mean? But it's just bonkers. But what it is, where are these other cars going? We all know. And I reckon that they're going overseas, you know, to the ones with the, do you know what I mean? Because I do not believe that they're just being, you know, scrapped, you know, crushed up and all of that. No. So again, this is, I said it before and I'll say it again, this is just my thoughts. But here we go again. Corruption. Have to find some way. They want everything. And for some of you, not for all of you, okay? But there's a lady on the YouTube, right? I'm sure she's still there actually. Beautiful lady. And her name, an Indian lady, right? Not that the colour matters. I do not mean it like that. So please do not take it the wrong way, right? And her name is BB Bacchus. Is it BB? I cannot remember if it's BIBI. Anyway, it's either B, because I'm doing a video at the moment, so I cannot just do you know what I mean? Right, it's either BI, you know, B for Bertie, I for Indigo. So it's BIBI, and then Bacchus, which I'm pretty sure it's spelled BAC, and then C again, and then HUS, I'm pretty sure it is. Anyway, and she has a discussion. I think it's only about 40 minutes long, this video, right? Anyway, I watched this quite a long time back as well, yes. And she's having a discussion, and who she's talking to is Sasha Stone. Now, I mean, he's another marvellous gentleman, very knowledgeable, right? So he's another intelligent gentleman, right? Clued up, you say. And anyway, he's talking to this beautiful lady, and she had a terrible time. Absolutely terrible. I felt so sorry for her. But again, it was what was done to her. So for those of you out there, my little lovelies, not for all of you, because some of you will know of her, but others of you will not. Now, there's another thing I'd like you to look at as well. And again, this is all things that, you know, because I do my research, do you see what I mean, over different years? Do you see what I'm saying to you? So it's nothing new to me, and that's not being disrespectful. Anyway, the straw man, you know, the straw man, again on YouTube. Okay. Oh, that was the other thing I was going to say. There's another that I'd like you to look at as well, and that's UK Column. Yes. Well, they're not on YouTube anymore. I mean, I'm not sure whether you'd find the old videos that used to be on YouTube, but now they're under ukcolumn.org community. So they're very interesting as well. You know what I mean? All lovely gentlemen, you know, just trying to get information out there. You know, just like our beautiful Duran. Do you know what I mean? And I love listening to those three, you know, our beautiful Alex and dear Alexander and dear Gonzalo. Oh, they're so funny, you know. They really, really are. Do you know what I mean? You can see they've got a sense of humour, you know. But obviously they're very serious as well, you know, because obviously it's their roles, isn't it? Their jobs, you know what I mean? So, but they're there to get information out as well anyway. So, and then this morning, what I'd heard, right? So I want to mention this as well. But again, do you know what I mean? It's just my opinions. And of course, you should all know by now that I will have my opinion. Yes, I will. And what I have to say is that, you know, the old pandemic and that, right? And you know what I'm going to say, you know, trying to the old, we all know, right? Well, some of us, and obviously some, God bless her, dear beautiful, dear souls. Well, it's brainwashing, isn't it? Anyway, right? So, then I hear this morning that what's it they do? You know that flu jab, and I mentioned it on another one of my videos anyway, because, you know, my dear friend, God love her, of over 20 years, dear friends for, God bless her beautiful dear soul, and they were giving that to her, you know, the old flu jab, right? She was so ill, so poorly, God love her. Well, anyway, now it turns out, right, that apparently, is it 10,000? I should have wrote it down. I'm sure it's 10,000. 10,000 flu jabs cannot go out now. Because apparently, again, we go back to the putridness, what's going on, don't we? So all of a sudden, you know, they were doing this bang, 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 bang. Yes. And now all of a sudden they're saying, oh, they cannot afford it. And of course, you know, I mean, God love them out there, okay, who do not know any better. But, you know, they believe, but what they do not realise is that, well, anyway, so now you've got individuals out there. And why do you feel, again, see, I look, in my mind, I question it. Because why all of a sudden, you know, and all they wanted to do was just, you know, do what they were doing, jab, 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 jab. Now all of a sudden, they're not doing it. You got to see what's going on here, my little lovelies. Oh, yes. Very interesting, isn't it? Oh, and also, my beautiful and dear and beautiful and delicious, beautiful dear little friend, yes? She sent me was it a voice message on WhatsApp, or was it a... Anyway, but I haven't had a look yet. I must be honest. I'm a beautiful dear little, yes. I haven't had a look yet, sweet. I will have a look and then I'll message you back. But I don't know if any of you have heard of Charlie Ward. Well, actually, some of his discussions, right, were very good. Do you know what I mean? Because, you know, because he talks to different individuals. But what she's saying is that on all the... no matter where you looked, there was no sign of him. Now, I mean, I'm not sure actually how many he has following him now, how many millions. It's got, I don't know, it may even be about 20 million, I do not know. I haven't had a look recently. Anyway, so I'm going to be having a look this evening. I'm going to see if he's... because, again, he used to be on YouTube. You know, until he got taken off. And then, of course, you have to go to his other site. I don't know if it's under... Because I know his old website was under drcharlieward.com. I think... I feel it's, changed. I need to look at it anyway. I need to have a look at it. But, you know, but he actually gets... And especially in this 2-year blooming pandemic... And he was getting on lots of, you know, there was a lot of very interesting individuals going on to his show. There was. Yes. So it was interesting, actually. You know, you had all different, you know, types of individuals. Do you understand what I mean? It was very, very interesting conversations there were. But I haven't looked at him recently, so I'm wondering, I'm wondering if he's all right. His delicious little self and his delicious, you know, dear and wonderful little wife and, you know, his dear and wonderful little son. I hope that they're all right, you know. But also I wanted to say, because this is something else I wanted to say, there's also another one. Now, it's called Digital Warriors. I'm not sure whether it's digitalwarriors.com or just Digital Warriors, I don't know. Anyway, what's his name? Is it Lee Dawson? Lee Dawson and David Mahoney. And they're very good. And you can find them on BitChute. Yes. So, there are lots of different, you know, the point I'm making is that there are a lot of different sites. I mean, like I said, this is not for all of you. For the ones who do know, I'm talking to my delicious little babies who do not know. Okay, there's lots of different sites you can go on to get information, so you can see what's going on. But of course, you know, all that we've all had for years is flipping stress, blooming being ripped off. You know, everyone, you know, so much blooming mental health issues now. I mean, I was meant to start my video, to be quite honest with you. I was meant to start my video earlier, but I got a telephone call and, you know, because I've got someone coming, anyway. And what it is, so I'm a bit late doing this video, but I wanted to just get it out, do you know what I mean? Because what it is, it's not very often I write things down. So sometimes I do, and sometimes I do not. So it just means that I do not always remember everything, what I was going to say. I mean, it's not that I'm brain dead, it's not that I'm thick, because I'm far from it, I can assure you. But what it is, it's just that it slips my mind. And then of course I go to bed and then I end up waking up at whatever o'clock. Do you know what I mean? Because then I go, oh yes, I've got to go. Do you know what I mean? I mean, it's like last night, I mean, I went to bed, right? I went to bed feeling all healthy and delicious. But could I sleep? I felt like this morning, I felt like I blinked and woken up. You know, and you're worrying about Ukraine. What's going on there? You know, if it isn't one thing, it's another. You know, why everybody just cannot be left alone. God bless their beautiful dear souls. I'll never know. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes I just like to have my say and have a rant and a rave. Well, like I said before, not a rave. I've never been to a rave in my life, to be perfectly honest with you. No, I never have. Anyway, not to worry about that, not to worry. Right, but the point I'm making is this. I just like to, you know, and I just feel the need to, because I mean, obviously I do my readings on YouTube, right? And I love doing my readings. I've said this before, I love doing my readings. You know, so to me, it's not like a job, do you see what I mean? I love doing my healing, so it's not like a, you know, like a job to me at all. Do you get? Well, it isn't to me, because I love what I do. I've always said, if you love what you do, then it's not work, is it? But what it is, because I like to talk about other things that are going on in the world, okay? Because I do. Because I'm interested in what is going on and the blooming destruction and everything else that's blooming going on. And all I'm seeing is loads of blooming white vans as well. I'm just having a moment. I'm, you know, seeing white van after white van. And I'll tell you something else, you know when I was driving, right, till I got, you know, my blooming beautiful car wrote off. Oh, my poor little beauty. I hope she's all right. Well, she won't be now, will she? She wrote off. No, but I always remember her. She's very sentimental to me. Anyway, but getting back to the matter in hand. So, you know, like when you're driving on the road, right? And I do not know whether any of you experience this in other places, you know, wherever you live in the world, my little delicious, beautiful lovelies, right? But you know the one thing I cannot stand is blooming white van men. That's what we call them. white van men. And I'll tell you the reason why now. Because what they do, they cut you up, you know, like on the road. I mean, I've had a few near misses. I have. You know, because they come that close. And of course, because they've got a white van, they think they own the road. I mean, because as I'm sure, as you all know by now, what will they do? They think they own the roads. And anyone who's experienced a white van man will tell you. I mean, I've got to be honest. I mean, I would say I was a calm driver. I mean, please do not get me wrong here now when I say this. But I mean, I did used to, you know, listen, like my tunes, my music, so like that'd be blasting. Do you know what I mean? Out the window. Because I just love my music. Do you know what I mean? So I was, you know, more than capable of blooming driving and listening to my music, yes. But I mean, what do you call it? A bit of road rage? Yes, I did have my moments, I'm telling you. And with these blooming white van men who thought they're just blooming own the roads. And then when you haven't got that, what have you then got? Boy racers. Driving like nutcases. And of course, all these white vans we're seeing now, that's what I wanted to say because I just lost my trail of thought. I did. See, this is what happens with me. So, anyway, I'll have to just remember to write things down anyway because otherwise I forget what I was going to say. It's just whatever comes into my mind and then I just say it. And sometimes I do have a rant, but anyway. If we look at this, it's like they're delivering parcels. You know, because individuals, well, especially in that 2 years just gone, when they couldn't go to shops and, you know, and everything else, or you had to, you know, wear a mask to go. I'm not wearing a mask nowhere. I've said that before. Blooming well useless. And like I said before, nobody's covering up my mouth and muzzling me. Not a chance. I do not fall for that shite. No. Doesn't work with me. And anyway, shite's not swearing. So I don't fall for none of that. And I didn't from the beginning. No. But sadly. And now, this is the truth actually. It really, really, really is the truth. Because now we're not hearing about nothing, are we? Because now we've got the, you know, the war in Ukraine. Oh, God love them. You know, we've got the war in Ukraine. You know, and other things going on. So now that's just gone out the window, hasn't it? If you follow my, you know, catch me drift. You know, maybe so many. Do you know what I'm saying? Like they've completed. Like they sent me, right, so I'm going to tell you, they sent me, because I'm going to say, they sent me 3 letters, you know. 3 letters. To get the, right. So, twice. Now, please bear in mind as well, at the first time, the writing was small. It was really small. The second letter, the writing was slightly larger. And then on the third letter, right, it was well in your flipping boat race. So anyway, so twice, what I did was, I called him. And I said, please, I said, I'm going to ask you very nicely now, my lovely, my little love. I said, and thank you. I said, do not send me any more. I said, take me off your blooming database. I said, please and thank you, and stop sending me letters. And I said, you can tell the treasonous government as well. I said, so not doing nothing to me, not a chance. Yes, but I received 3 letters. Now then, I just want to show you something else, and I forgot to bring it in. Can you please bear with me? Just a mojo, please, my little lovelies, and then you'll see now. Oh, where's my... Just let me get that piece. A minute. Hello, my little lovelies, I'm back. Right, now then, I want to show you something. Now, I received, because I do not vote, you see, and I haven't voted, you know, for years now, right? And I refuse. And when it comes through my letterbox, do you know what I do? I see it. Straight in the bin. Because I'm not, I've said to you before and I'll say it again, I'm not voting for corrupt anyway. No, I am not. But sadly, out there, and I mean, God bless their dear souls, but they still believe in everything. Anyway, so let me get back to the point. So I received this through my letterbox, right? This. I don't know if you can see it, okay? Right, I'm trying to do it where you can see it, right? So that's that, right? Can you see? I'm trying to see what I'm doing here. Yes? And then, go a bit further, right? Can you see now? And then, hang on, let me have a look. And then, move it that way. Right? Well, anyway, can you see it? Now, I'm going to read out to you what it says if you couldn't see it properly, because I just cannot see properly what I'm doing here, so let me just have a look. Right. Labour could close the Queensway tunnels. Well, the Queensway tunnel is about 6 or 7 miles from me. I'm sure it is. Could even be less. Right? Now, them tunnels have been there for many years, ever since I remember as knee-high little grasshopper I was, little bairn. They've always been there. Anyway. So, it then says, unless, please listen to the wording very carefully, and thank you, unless you send them a message on the 3rd of March. Now, where are we now? We're on Monday, yes. So last week, you had all of the Labour walking around, yes, walking all on my road. I mean, I don't know, you must have had about eight different, you know, man and woman, and they were all, you know, and I thought, don't come to, you know, please do not come to me. Because I tell them so. And I'm not rude, I'm just, well, you know, I could be like this, like, do you know what I mean? But I do explain to them, I'm not directly having a go at them. I'm just explaining. And then at the same time, I'm telling them to go on different sites, like DuckDuckGo, Opera and things like that. And I'm telling them, do you understand what I mean? So I'm giving them information. So look, Labour candidates voted for plans that could close the tunnels. Now then, for a lot of individuals, see, so that was the 12th of Birmingham City Council, right, 12th of January 2021, so yes. So if you see, the point I'm trying to make, right, it is a long tunnel. So for anyone who's ever been to Birmingham out there in the world, okay, because obviously not everybody's been to, you know, to Birmingham, right? I'm getting tongue-tied again now. The point is, this Queensway, so you've got the one point where it's by the dental hospital, right? So it's as if you're approaching, because you come off the expressway and then you go into, so you go under the one tunnel, yes, so it cuts out all the traffic, you know, up above, if you know what I mean. And then, so you come out of the one tunnel, And then you go up like a hill type thing. Mind you, the other one's coming down. There's been a lot of crashes anyway over the years anyway. So then you go under this Queensway tunnel, the next tunnel, right? So the thing is, the way I see this anyway, myself personally, right, is that drivers, will they need that tunnel? Do you know what I mean? I mean, it's just like how can I explain it now, right? If you go under the tunnel, it's going to be quicker, yes? So you go under the tunnel and it's quicker. That's the point I'm trying to make, yes? I mean, it's like me, right? I'm not one who likes to sit at traffic lights. Do you see what I mean? So what I used to do is take all the back roads. In fact, I could be a flipping taxi driver. I did say that to my dear friends. I said, do you know what? I said, I could be a taxi driver. Because I just knew all the back roads. And then you cut it out. But that tunnel there happens to be a really, really important tunnel. So why do they want to close it? There's something going on here. Anyway, I'm going to show you all now. That's what a blooming thinking is. Yes. That's it. That'll go in the bin. It will. Because like I said, I'm not voting. Do you know what I mean? So when they're telling you, if you look at the wording, I know I keep rambling on about it, but the fact of the matter is, you look at it, it's like a subtle threat, isn't it? Now, for the ones who actually work in the Birmingham town centre, you know, I mean, if that Queensway tunnel closes, well, it's going to really be inconvenient, isn't it? And it's going to make it an awful lot more difficult for anyone to... All I can say is, it's crazy times, is it not, that we're in? Anyway, it's bonkers and it's mad. But anyway... Well, anyway, that's all I wanted to say about that. I've got nothing else to add. No, I haven't. So I've had my moments there. But like I said, I like to talk about different things. Do you know what I mean? Not just, you know... I mean, that's not how I started out. I mean, I started out with just, you know, just in me up there in, you know, my old loaf. That, you know what I mean? I was just going to do readings. But then I thought, no... I thought, why not just have a natter about other things as well? Do you know what I mean? And all... I mean, sometimes you might get me where I say something, some good news. But we're living in crazy times, are we not? So just got to go with the flow, really. Do you know what I mean? So anyway, so I'm not going to say anything. Anyway, I never had my video taken down. They never took it down. Because I'm more than likely just, you know, saying, oh, you know, she's 7 times 15, lip the lip. Do you know what I mean? Crazy woman. I'm not crazy at all. I can well assure you of that. I'm not crazy. It's just that I just like to say. But please go on to these, you know, the websites and everything that I said. Oh, and also, just one more thing as well, because, I mean, I've got to be honest, I mean, I do find Alex Belfield, I mean, I'm sure some of you would have heard of him, you know, some of you would not, right? But he's like on alexbelfield.com. See, I'm advertising everyone, I am. Yes, but I'm only trying to, you know what I mean? You know, just, it's education, isn't it? Anyway, he's on alexbelfield.com. But I tell you what, some of the things he talks about, he does crack me up, you know. Absolutely flipping hilarious. Do you know what I mean? And I just laugh out loud. Mind you, I suppose you've heard me on my other videos. I mean, I do have this kind of laugh. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. I've got nothing more to add now. So, So I hope that wherever you are, my little beautifuls, okay, so I'm going to do my readings. Well, I'm just going to go and take my beautiful little rubes out, and then I'm going to come home, and then I'm going to, you know, I'll do TikTok first. I still haven't got round to that. I'm going to do TikTok first, do my 1-card readings at Mia Tarot. Sorry, at Mia Tarot readings. I forget myself. So that's over on TikTok. But I only do a 1-card reading, okay, on each sign, okay? So if you'd like to go and take a look, please feel free, my little lovelies, please, and thank you, thank you, thank you. Now then, when I'm going to be doing my readings, yeah, I feel in the mood to do some readings tonight on YouTube, so I'm going to do that as well, okay? And I need to cover my delicious little Virgo as well, because last week I didn't do it, so this week I am. Because I wasn't in the flipping mood. Because, you know, I just wasn't getting a lot of views. I mean, I've no idea why. Because millions of Virgos out there, I'm sure. Well, I suppose there's millions of all-star signs, isn't there? There, I mean. Anyway, on that note, I'm going to go. So thank you for listening, my little beautifuls. And whether it's your morning, afternoon or evening, wherever you are in the world, if you happen to stumble across my video and channel, and you do happen to like my videos, then please could you please could you like, subscribe, you know, and share, and I would be so very grateful, humbled and thankful. So thank you. Until the next time I talk to you, depending on whatever that's going to be, it's however I feel at the time or whatever I've got to say. So until the next time, my little beautifuls, God bless, much love to you all. Take care. I'm just tongue-tied. Take care, my little lovelies. God bless. Bye-bye.